Hi everyone, and welcome to a brand new semester. I wanted to create this course navigation video for you all so that you can more easily navigate through our Canvas shell. So what you're looking at here is our home page, and on this home page you're going to find a few things. The first thing you're going to see at the top of the home page every time you log in are recent announcements. This is going to be my best way of communicating with the entire class as a whole. So it's a great resource for you to keep in touch with me to make sure that you know what's going on. If there's an assignment due date change, I'll also check in with everyone using announcements. So this will always show the most recent 3 announcements. Now, if you scroll down even more, I'm going to post this navigation video within our homepage. You'll also see a welcome message from me. You'll see my Zoom office hours and my contact information. I'll also show you where you'll be able to find this within the course introduction module and course resources module as well. So if we scroll up, what I want to show you is how to get to your assignments. And I'm going to ask that you use the modules tab instead of going, or in addition to using your course calendar and your to-do list. These are really helpful tools, but when you don't go through the modules, you're missing some of the pages that aren't necessarily assignments with points, but have really good information for you. So if you go into modules, you're going to see your course introduction module. This is the first thing that you're going to do when you initially log into our class. And you'll notice that you have a little note that says view. For the course introduction module, you will have to go through each of the tabs in order to move on to the next tab. So as soon as you view it and read through it, you can go to the next tab and then the next tab and the same thing for each of these tabs. Then once you get to the end of the course introduction module, you'll have 2 assignments this week that are due on Wednesday. The first assignment is your student information survey. Now, this survey is my way of getting to know you a little bit more. It's my way of learning more about how you learn best. It's my way of seeing what concerns you might have. So the student information survey is a really easy 5 points. You must submit it before you can move on. And then when you get to the course introduction quiz, you must score a 10 out of 10 before you can move on to week 1 module. Now, this is not meant to trick you. The course introduction quiz really is just about all of the information you just learned in your course introduction module. So you can take it as many times as you need to in order to get a perfect score. But it's important that you take these as soon as possible and by Wednesday, because you need to submit them before you can move on to the actual week 1 assignments. So that's the course introduction module. What you can access without going through the course introduction module are some of your resources for the class, as well as your open discussion forums. So your resources that I've posted here for now are my office hours and my Zoom link. So if you go into here, what you'll find is some information about how my office hours work, the days and times I have office hours, and the link to connect you straight to my Zoom room. What will happen is you'll get connected and you'll enter a waiting room. And then once I see that you're in my waiting room, I'll let you into the main room. We can have our conversation. You can ask the questions that you would like to ask, or if you just want to come and say hi, I'm totally open to that and welcome you to do that as well. And I take 1 student at a time. Now, once I'm finished with 1 student, I will let the next student in from the waiting room, and so on and so forth. So that's how my Zoom office hours work. Okay. I also have a link here, a couple links here to self-schedule with a counselor if you have not met with a counselor to talk about your academic plan. I would really suggest these two counselors are counselors specific to child development, and so they have links to connect you to them where you don't have to call. You can just schedule yourself. Now, I really like this resource because we are virtual, and it's really hard to take a virtual class if you don't have the technology. So let's say your laptop stops working, or you don't have a laptop currently, or you don't have reliable internet. You can borrow a laptop, and you can borrow a hotspot, which will speed up your internet connection or provide you with internet connection. And so you have a link here to choose a pickup time to schedule to check one of these or both of these things out. Now, let's go back to our modules. And if you scroll down, you'll see these open discussion forums. These aren't graded discussions. This first discussion post is really if you can't get a hold of me. So if you can't get a hold of me with your question, you can post it here and see if one of your classmates has a response for you. I monitor this as well, just to make sure that you all are giving each other accurate information. Now, the student lounge is a lot more casual. This is your way of just kind of checking in with each other. You can talk about your children or your pets or your favorite place to eat. It's just a way to build community within this online platform. So those are your open discussion forums. Now, you'll see that each week, each module is organized in 2 weeks. I do open 1 to 2 modules ahead of time. So for this first few modules, I have 3 modules open. Once we get to week 2, I'll open modules 4 and 5. And so that way, if you prefer to work ahead, you can. If you like to see what's coming and organize your time accordingly, you can do that as well. But that's how this course is designed. So the last thing I want to show you are how to check your grades. So the grades are going to be organized by due dates. And so you'll see your score here. You'll see any comments that I leave you. You can also see here in the grade book. And so this is a great way to keep track of your own grade and see how you're doing in the class. Okay, I do, as you'll see in our course syllabus and in the course introduction module, I do accept most assignments late, with the exception of discussion points or discussion posts, and I accept them up to 7 days late, and I take off 10% per day. So that'll give you a little bit of flexibility with submissions. I also will post an instruction video for each week's assignments so that you have just a little bit more clarity, even more than what's written there for you on each assignment. So I hope this navigation video was helpful. If you're not familiar with these kind of things on the side, you can email me using Inbox. You can use the calendar to organize when assignments are due. Help is wonderful because if you have a Canvas issue or any kind of technical problem, the help link here is fantastic. So I hope you have a wonderful semester. I will be checking in on you frequently. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me as well. I look forward to connecting with all of you. Take care.